All right, what is up, everyone? And welcome back to the Ratchet Motors YouTube channel. So in this one, we're going to show you the very first brand new car I've ever purchased, which is my 2024 Tesla Model Y. So it's a long range, a dual motor, and a 7-seater. And we have some footage here that we recorded way back when we were still living in North Carolina. All right, so this is going to be our first road trip up in the new Model Y. And you can see, just for comparison here, we usually take my wife's CX-5, and you can see almost about the same size. We're gonna see how much of the stuff can fit in there. Now, it's just me and the dogs. I think we can get pretty much everything in there and sit in the car as if we didn't even bring anything. So I'm gonna load things up. The only things I bought for the new Tesla are a screen protector for the screen, and I got a bed to lay down in the back. So we'll see how everything fits in there in a couple minutes. So we get Xena right here checking out the new bed. So this is made to fit in either the sub trunk or the frunk. And then when you unfold it, it's actually supposed to fill up the whole back area. So this should be perfect for the dogs, get them nice and comfortable. And if I need to take a nap on the road, it's about a 700-mile voyage. Now I can do so in the back of the car. It's really cool compared to the Mazda. So you have this little sub trunk here outside of the actual cabin. So I can fill up the sub trunk, get the dog food and my duffel bag in here before I even get into that main living area. So pretty cool. And this is our frunk here, so we have even more space up front where there would be an engine. Now, the dogs are super comfy in the back. They're laid out there. It's a little hard to see because it's dark, but overall, so far, so good. The way if you're not familiar with Teslas, the way it works is you actually put your location in on the map through the Tesla, and it books out the superchargers and everything for you. So I'm on my way to the first supercharger along the route. It was a pretty quick leg of the drive, only an hour and a half, but I only had about 70% charge. I don't know how many superchargers are in the kind of more southern part of my trip here, so we're gonna stop early. I upped the max battery to 90%, which is what they say you can do for road trips. So hopefully we'll get to that first station. I'll give a little bit of update on the car and everything, go through the charging, keep moving along the way. Now, most likely, I'm doing a drive overnight, so most likely I am gonna try things like the dog mode because we have the dogs in the back. And more likely than not, I'll also try the camping mode, so we can just try out a couple different settings here. All right, first stop to supercharge here, and it's literally like a Chinese restaurant here in Virginia. It doesn't matter, we got a supercharger station. Gonna plug it in, charge up to 90% here, and get back on the road. All right, so another quick check-in here. I just did the second fill-up, recharge. Still in about the northern part of Virginia, about 4 hours or so into the drive. I have about 7.5 or 8 hours left here. I figured I'd show you guys because this fill up is actually at our mall, so it's actually got a lot of people here. Our supercharge station, sorry. The last one I went to was literally at the back of what I think was a Chinese restaurant, but I figured I'd show you guys a clip of what it looks like with a pretty packed supercharger station, and then we'll get back on the road. I'll actually start filming some stuff once it gets light out. It's about 1 in the morning now. So in a couple hours, I'll actually get some filming of on the road here, but there's not really much to see because it's so dark. Have been messing around with the self-driving, weather permitting. Overall, really big fan of the car. All right, so like I was saying, a pretty full supercharger station here. All right, charge number 3 here. We're in New Jersey. Yeah, there's absolutely no one here. It's like 3 in the morning. So I'm deciding if I'm gonna sleep or not. Gonna take the dogs out, charge it up. I've only spent like $20 so far in total charge, so pretty cheap as far as driving. All right, we'll check back in soon. All right, we got sunrise here in Connecticut. It's been an awesome ride so far. Dogs are doing good, I'm doing good. Let me see if I can. Dogs are just hanging back there. So yeah, everything's going really well so far. We'll check in at the next stop when we go to charge up. All right, another update from the Model Y here. So now we're kind of on the open road. We're up in Connecticut, so we're near the tail end of the drive, getting back to Massachusetts. And so far it's been pretty cool. So I have the autopilot on here, or the full self-driving, and you can see, like, I'll just put the blinker on. Oh wait, so there's a car actually behind me. So it's pretty wild if you haven't, and look, it even can tell that I'm like on my phone right now. So I'll switch lanes. My hands are here. it also has cameras for the front and back, so pretty wild. Switch lanes back again. So again, I'm just hitting the blinker and the car's doing all the work for me, so not bad. And it's not too bad of a day out either, which is nice. And the dogs are being the dogs. All right, so that was our first trip in that car. It was actually a really, really great ride. The way up, which is me and the dogs. The way back down was me, the dogs, and my wife. And everything actually went flawlessly. If you're not familiar with Teslas, it plans out the whole route for you as far as charging. And everything went really more or less exactly as expected. So from here, the next footage you're going to see is actually when we got back to North Carolina. And I decided to do some PPF on the car. I'd read about it. Again, this was my first brand new car, quite a significant purchase. So I do want to make sure it lasts as long as possible. So the next footage is actually back in North Carolina. I met up with a company, Perfect Finish, and we worked out a good deal here to get PPF and ceramic coating. So that's what you're going to actually see in the next few minutes of footage. We're on the way to get PPF and ceramic coat applied to our Tesla Model Y. Now, I'm super excited here. I'm running just a couple minutes late, so I'm on the move to get over to Apex, and we're going to meet Daniel over at Perfect Finish and start figuring out what exactly is going to get applied to the Model Y here. So we'll check back in soon. So I'm driving over to get some PPF done on it because this is the nicest car I own by far. And funny enough, as I'm driving over here, I realized it's right next to my old work. So I used to work at a company called Apex Tool Group. I did product design. So yeah, Apex Tool Group, back when I was doing product development, product design, it was my last design job before instructing. And funny enough, right next to it is our Perfect Finish car detailing spot. Detailing and ceramic and PPF. All right, so I've never been here before, but we're pulling up to what the GPS told me was the location. I might be in the back here. But we're gonna go ahead. Again, this is Perfect Finish. We're gonna go inside and find Daniel. I think he's kind of the head of the shop here. And then we'll take it from there. Right, so we're here at Perfect Finish, and what an experience. So I'm lucky enough here to be behind the scenes. I'm getting to actually come in here now. They're actually moved along pretty far with the car at this point. You can see already there's a pretty high gloss on everything. It does have the film applied in most areas. You can see they always have to do this fine tuning of trimming and kind of getting away all this excess, but they are moving quick. I left this off, I think 2 days ago, but they didn't get to it really till yesterday. And time is flying here. Now, what's even more cool is because they work on really nice cars, we got a Jaguar over here. I think there's a Corvette coming in later, so we should get some footage of some pretty cool cars in here. Now, I'm trying to stay out of people's hair while we still get a little bit footage here and there, but we are gonna get a chance to actually talk with the team. And even has all the way down to the lights. So we're getting like the full package here. I've been talking with Daniel, pretty much doing everything. So this should be fully protected for as long as I have the car, which hopefully is quite a long time here. But you can see it's just gonna be so nice. It's gonna be easy to clean, and hopefully that paint's gonna last forever.
All right, so that's really everything we have for this one today. I do have some footage still spooled up for the bug. We get the bug back up and running on the road. We replaced that coolant line as needed. That footage should be coming out in about a week or so. Other than that, if you want to see more content on the Tesla, leave a comment down in the description, down in the comments. I do have, it has full self-driving, and per the latest update, it also has Summon. I haven't actually experimented with Summon yet, but if anyone's interested in seeing that, again, put that down in the comments. Hit a like button if you like what you saw. Be sure to subscribe for more content. I'll see you again soon.